Hi friends, host Eric here, host of Talking with Famous People. And I want to talk to you about a little bit about life as a drug addict and the challenges one faces. This morning I've got a serious problem. I'm more or less out of drugs, and that's annoying. I'm out of speed. My weed is down to this leafy shit that I got left over from my homegrown. I'm pretty sure I threw my doctor's recommendation away because I thought you didn't need it anymore in California. When I went to the weed store, they're like, well, I need to see your doctor's recommendation. And I'm like, well, but the law passed. And they're like, yeah, but it's not active yet. So that's super annoying. If I want to get more weed, I have to call Cameron or either go get another piece of paper or something. I'll get more speed in the next couple of days. But that's the point, is that it takes a lot of drugs. It takes a lot of drugs to make me okay. Pretty much. I mean, I need something to dampen down the Eric, or aggravate the Eric, or something. That's why I was such a drunk, because that's the drug that does the job, really. A couple of drinks in me and I can rest a little bit. I can relax a little bit. But that's not an option anymore. So I gotta smoke a lot of weed, you know. Weed's not nearly as strong as alcohol, and not nearly as effective as what I'm trying to have it get done. But on the other hand, it doesn't have a side effect of destroying my entire life. So that's one of the benefits of it, and one of the downsides of alcohol. Sufficiently large downside to justify not drinking it. The thing that I've noted before is that it's at least conceivable that with life a lot more interesting, and there being a lot more meat for my intuition to chew on, and a lot more socialization, and a lot more just general satisfaction, that I might be able to drink without turning back into a drunk. That's a tempting thought, right? It's not true, though. It's not true. I can't handle this stuff at all. Not even one little bit. And even if I could, I don't want it. Because I know the difference between life with that stuff and life without it. The bottom line is, there's no sound default for somebody like me. When the drugs go away and there's nothing to occupy one's attention, nothing to dampen down the full throttle brain noise. That's what it is. Full throttle brain noise, 24/7, 365. How does one cope with such a thing? Drug yourself, of course. What else would you do? I wanna be sedated. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Oh, oh. I wanna be sedated. And who wouldn't? Who wouldn't in such a condition as I am in, non-stop, all the time? Not as though I ever get a break from being me. Why should I take a break from doing drugs? This broke. So I smoke it out of the pipe. How frustrating is that? It's a $20 Pyrex one that's not supposed to break. Because, you know, it's so tough. But most people don't smoke nearly as many bong rips as I do over the course of any given day. And they probably don't use the fire map gas flames of Bueller's Truth to do it. Which is a lot more powerful than a Pyrex Bowl. If you're a drug addict like me, it's cool. It's all good. You get 2 middle fingers, right? Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. At the same time, manage your drug addictions. Like, sure, I'd like to have speed this morning, but I don't. And that's okay. Do other drugs. I'll do marijuana. That's all I got. Smoke cigarettes, drink coffee, smoke some marijuana. And I'll be alright. Life would be a lot more difficult, I suppose, if I were addicted to drugs that were physically addictive, like opiates or something. Then you go through withdrawal symptoms. They're real. Not like my withdrawal symptoms. This is my withdrawal symptoms. It's like, man, fuck this noise. That's my withdrawal symptom. Plus sleeping. Today I'm going to go have breakfast with my friend Liz. Who is Liz? This is the INFP wife, my former best friend Corey. I have hung out with Liz for at least 20 years, and we're just going out to breakfast to chat. I've spent time with her one-on-one for 20 years, literally, and never touched her, and she's never touched me. And the reason is because she's Corey's woman, so I would never do that. And even though he's not my best friend anymore, I still would never do that. Because then I'd lose all moral high ground. And I have shitloads of it right now. I have all the moral high ground right now. So we're going to chat, and I plan to tell her about my woman thing that I got in the mix. See what she says about that. And talk to her about Corey, and talk to her about herself and stuff like that. She's interested in seeing Corey and I mend, but and I'm not opposed to mending with Corey, but it's not ever going to happen because Corey's too insecure or something. I don't know. He's a hater. That's the thing that's kind of surprised the shit out of me. I never thought I'd get that from him. I didn't realize he would do shit like he pulled, where he discouraged me about shit, the exact shit he shouldn't discourage me about. And that seemed kind of like, oh, you're trying to damage me or something. On purpose for no good reason. That's kind of fucked up. And I didn't realize it for a long time because I trusted the guy so much. You know? On the first occasion when I realized you're probably trusting him too much a little bit on certain things, Eric, was when, after I wrote Gospel to Pantheon, I asked him to read it and give me some feedback on it. He read just a little bit, like a couple pages at the beginning, and said, "Oh, no, dude, no." I was like, "Well, can you read? Can you read a little bit more?" And basically told me, "No, it makes me cringe. It's so awful." And I believed him for a little while. Until I reread it multiple times and was like, what an asshole. At least read it before telling me it's awful. Fucking INFJs. So fucking leafy and gross. Yeah, so I don't know. He continued doing fucked up shit like that for a while. I was trying to put shit together. He told me in no uncertain terms that I shouldn't make any YouTube videos, that fucking was a waste of time, that he was concerned that I might be under the impression that people would watch my YouTube videos for my personality, and that was never going to happen. It was just going to lead me to disappointment. That if I were ever going to be successful at YouTube videos, I'd have to come up with some sort of trick or something. Just like, but dude, what? You know, it's like, I get the fact that people are gonna voice skepticism about shit. That's fine. But if I'm coming to you and being like, here's something I'm very enthusiastic about, and all you can ever do is tell me what's wrong with it. No, I didn't really grow up hearing things like that. I grew up probably hearing the opposite. That, oh, Eric, you're so smart. Which is a terrible thing to tell a child. But I did get a lot of. I think everybody does who when they start, especially when I started trying to make shit, I got a lot of pushback from a lot of people, like, okay, stop that now. Basically, like, you're making us cringe with your trying too hard. I got a lot of that. But not really when I was a little kid. I mean, all through school was, I get like recognized for shit or whatever. You get like a prize or something. Like in high school, I won every year in the newspaper staff they'd give awards, and I'd always win best writer. I don't know. I win debate tournaments and shit like that too. So I had plenty of affirmation in school. It was coming out of school into the real world, into college, and into life that I determined that all the shit I thought didn't matter at all back when I was in school actually mattered shitloads. That when I was in high school and I had an opportunity to write for the newspaper staff and have a school of 2,000 people read my articles, that was something special that you didn't automatically get in life. But I never knew that. I just thought, well, whatever, it's fucking school. Go. You know, like everybody. I just want to get the fuck out of here. That's all I thought. I'm tired of being trapped all the time. And you don't even realize you're trapped for such a long time. You just are like, just do it because that's what you're told to do, and you don't have any other options, and I just wanted to play all the time. I just wanted to always play. I didn't want to have to work on anything. Ever. I'm still like that today. So yeah, I'm going to go hang out with Liz. That'll be nice. This is an old friend. And a safe friend for me to hang out with, obviously, because, like I said, we haven't ever touched each other and hung out together a long time. Aren't gonna start now, that's for sure. She'll probably complain about Corey, as she usually does. I read something today that says INFPs expect perfection in their partner. That might be a bit true. Then again, Liz, who has a bit of a drinking problem, she's mostly like that when she's drinking. That's when I mostly see her because she's mostly drinking. She won't be drunk this morning though, and I like hanging out with her when she's not drunk. And we're able to have a conversation that's not her drunkenly complaining about Corey, even though she's got nothing to complain about. She's got nothing to complain about, except she's got BPD, as far as I can tell, which is borderline personality disorder, which happens when you basically are an INFP who's not loved enough as a child. Regardless, I bet she'll have some good input on things in general. I can talk to her about. Well, Corey's at work. She has Wednesdays off. We've been meaning to go out to breakfast for quite a while, and we keep sort of shooting Facebook messages past each other. So last night she messaged me saying we keep playing message tag, and how about tomorrow morning? And I was like, sounds good. So she's going to drop off her kid, what's his name? Benji. She's going to drop off Benji at school, and then And then we're going to just gonna come over here, and then we're gonna go to Denny's. She's gonna come over and pick me up. Yeah. Or at least people with BPD tend to be INFPs. I don't think INFPs tend to have BPD. I think that if somebody does have BPD, they tend to be an INFP. But it requires a certain amount of you have to not have been treated very well as a child. And I don't like to think about that stuff. That depresses me. I tend to try to think of cheerful thoughts as much as possible. I'm not stressed out about bad things that happen in the world, stories I read that depress me, or I try to avoid depressing shit. I don't want to know. Whatever it is that's sad and awful, people mistreating each other, one way or the other, I don't want to fucking hear about it. It depresses me. I can't stop thinking about it then. I just read a headline in the news yesterday. It was an awful fucking headline, and I freaking looked for it as fast as possible, and it was too late. It's stuck in my head. I've been thinking about it. I don't even want to tell you because it's poison. The world is good and true and pure and simple and easy and fun. And when it's not, it needs to fucking change. I agree with you, Luna. I think in exchange for my weak, super weak SI, in exchange for my weak TE and my iffy FE, I got strong FI for an ENTP. I believe I do. Not very well managed. I mean, it's not like something I can really use in any meaningful sense, but I seek it. I want to know what I value and why. I want to feel things. But only good things. No depressing shit. Yeah, I run from the depressing shit. And you should too. Thanks for watching Talking with Famous People. I've been host Eric, and this has been an exciting episode of me chatting with the chatters in Chattertown. Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese, and I love you.